Welcome everyone to the 25th episode of Master Mike's Wrestling Paradise. I am your host, Master Mike Ambrose. And to start the show today, I want to talk about the Patriots game. They lost on Saturday night. They lost to the Colts. You know, it was kind of disappointing, although the Patriots came close to the end. They were down 17-0, but they came back and looked like they were trying to make a run at coming back, but no avail. They didn't seem to do it. They lost 27-17 to the Colts, and bounced back to the drawing board. Right now, they're the second seed, which isn't bad. I think if they get into the playoffs and the number 2 seed, it could be a good thing. And, obviously, they might end up playing Kansas City, which it looks like in the championship game in Kansas City against the Chiefs. So, hey, if they can get to the Final Four with the rookie quarterback, I think it'd be something. It's a great accomplishment no matter what happens. If Patriots get in, and then they get in, anything can happen. They got Belichick as the coach. That's all I'll say about that. You got Belichick as the coach, anything can happen. Oh, the Bruins aren't playing right now, as you know, because the NHL is on holiday break. And due to the COVID situation, nobody's playing right now, so that's the way that goes in sports. I think basketball's even canceled some games, but a lot of them are playing through. But it looks like right now the NHL is shut off through holiday week. Raw last night featured the build for day one. And it was an okay show. There were kind of some moments where it was kind of like just lost there. Like, I didn't, some of them were kind of out there. The Edge Marie segment with Miz was kind of wasn't going anywhere. I liked the Becky Liv thing. I thought that was good. It looked like they're turning Bobby Lashley face. Teamed up with Big E against Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. And by the way, Kevin Owens last week signed a new deal, a new extension with WWE. He's not going anywhere. He's taking WWE. It's good. I know some fans will make a thing, but, it's his decision for him and his family. If he wants to stay in WWE, he has every right to. And he's making good money, and his family's happy, so that's all that matters to him. NXT 2.0 tonight. We'll have AJ Styles showing up and confronting Grayson Waller, who's been making comments about him. He's like the Australian top heel, that Australian cocky heel. So we'll see what goes with those two. It'll be good. AJ Styles showing up on the show and give a boost to the show. Pete Dunne versus Tony D'Angelo should be a good match. And Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai in I think a no disqualification match or whatever, like one of those type of matches, no holds barred. So see what goes on there. And I don't know. It looks like the winner of that could face Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's title. I don't know. We have Cora Jade in the mix, and see how that goes. Speaking of which, I got some new merchandise. Yeah, in honor of tonight is Toxic Attraction. So let me see. Yeah, Toxic Attraction right there. Mandy Rose, GD Dolan, and JC Jane. NXT Women's Champion and NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, respectively. Speaking of tag teams, we got the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle. Great stuff. One of the highlights of Raw. Riddle wasn't on last night. I don't know why, but if he had been on last night and we had RK Bro interaction, we would have been a better show, baby. And by the way, that Orton Chad Gable match was good for its lasted, but I would have had it gone a little longer. And I don't think it was the best use of Chad Gable. I think if they had given it 10 minutes, it would have been a really good match. Looks like we got Orton and Otis next week. Last but not least, the GOAT of all managers, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Don't call me Weasel. Sure, it's a retro style. Of course, he debuted in 1961, 60 years ago. His character hometown of Beverly Hills, California. Really nice. So that's that. I got my Bruins shirt on, by the way. So right now, as you can see, I'm in my dining area here, so the lighting's a little bit better here than usually. I'm usually at my chair in the living room area, so lighting's much better here. That's all for tonight. AEW Tour Night. And I'll be talking about that in the next few days. We have FTR and MJF versus Sting, CM Punk, Darby Allin, the main event. So that should be a good one. Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole, which I'd say, no disrespect to Orange Cassidy, but Adam Cole better squash him inside of 5 minutes. Less than. Because I think when we go down, Adam Cole's going to turn on the Young Bucks. And, he has to start just beating people. He just should, like I said, under 5 minutes. Don't give Orange Cassidy any of that. 5 might be generous for Cassidy. No offense to him. He's a good character. And everybody has a spot of the show. Cassidy's not a main event talent. Not by a long shot. Okay. Yeah, get going now. Be sure to tune in NXT 2.0 at 8 o'clock in USA. Good night. Bye-bye.